guys, Miss McNeil here. I am filming this video today just to give you some quarantine survival tips that I have encountered during this whole coronavirus situation. This is not required for you to watch for class or to do any assignments. It's just kind of a way for me to connect with you guys about things other than academics, because if we were at school, I'd be talking to all kinds of you guys about things going on in your lives and giving you advice and things like that. And I miss that. And I also just can tell from like your letters you guys wrote last week that some of you are struggling. And so I thought I would just kind of share what I've found to help me. And I'm out on my patio in my hammock chair. And the birds are doing the most right now. So you might hear a little bird action, okay? But the natural light is popping, you know, it's a little good noise. So we had to go outside. Okay, so I'm gonna get through this as quickly as possible. And I'm not gonna sit here and edit this like all these other ones. I just wanna get it filmed and put it up for y'all. Just, you know, raw, Miss McNeil unfiltered. Although y'all know the whole filter thing is not a strong suit. Anyway, okay, tip number one, set up a routine. So for me, when quarantine first started, I was staying up till like freaking 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and then sleeping till like noon or 1 or 2. And if you're doing that and that works for you, great. But for me, I found it really helpful to kind of get in a routine. So now I get up at 8. I am at my computer from about 9 to 2, like answering emails and working on that stuff. And then I usually work on school for a couple more hours after that, whether that's lesson planning or grading or doing grad school homework. And then I usually go for a walk or a hike, get outside, get some exercises. Of course, I'm by myself. I don't go within 6 feet of other people. You know, I'm safe with that. And then I come home, I have dinner, and then I like watch Netflix, play on my phone and stuff like that for the night. So that's pretty much how my day goes. And I feel like when I have a set routine, you know, and I'm getting up at the same time, showering, you know, I know what the day is gonna expect, then it kind of just helps my mental health, helps me be more productive with my time. And I just feel like I feel a lot better. Also, you might think it's okay to like just stay up all night and then sleep during the day, but it definitely affects your body and your mental health when you aren't like seeing any daylight. And that's why winter is so hard, because there's not that much sunlight and sun time that we get because we're indoors for most of it. So I just really recommend, you know, that you try to get your sleep schedule to a place where you're not wasting all of your daylight hours, even if you only get daylight just from some windows in your house. My next tip is to limit your phone and social media usage. Like, I feel like right now the social media is just a lot, for 2 reasons. Number one, everyone's always like spreading news and information about coronavirus, and I think it's good to be informed, but I think that you should have boundaries on your time and how often you should do that. Oh wow, you freaking revved your engine and you're in a freaking piece of crap car. You're so cool. Okay, sorry. I should edit this, but I'm still not going to. But yeah, like just with all the news being shared about coronavirus, I think it can just be really overwhelming and like negative and scary and anxiety inducing. So I recommend that you like limit that. You know, think about who you follow and the pages you follow, things like that. And in addition, a lot of people just don't have anything better to do than like stay home and be messy on the internet. And people are just starting to get negative headspaces. So just, you know, like I said, I would consider limiting your phone usage, like set times during the day when you're not going to be on your phone. Like for me, when I go hiking and stuff, like I take pictures, but I don't like get on social media. So that's like one of my times where I'm like limiting that. So I recommend you consider that. The next one is make sure you reach out and communicate. So like people are going to be there for you, whether that's a parent, whether that's a friend, whether it's a sibling, a cousin, aunt, uncle. Just like reach out. And if you don't feel like you have anybody to reach out to, definitely shoot me an email. I'm definitely here for all of you if you need me, and we can email back and forth, or we can even set up a video chat and talk. I'd love to hear from any of you. I'm always happy to hear from any kid because I miss you guys so freaking much, it hurts. But you know, you're not gonna see your friends at school, so you know, just make more of an effort to reach out. Try to set up like a FaceTime date or whatever. Like I'm setting up Zoom dates with friends, where I use this app Marco Polo where you can kind of video chat back and forth. Like just think about reaching out more than normal so you're still getting like that healthy social interaction. My next advice would be to like make sure that you're kind of like letting yourself feel your feelings and process your feelings. And I think a great way to do that is journaling. Like if you don't have someone to talk to about your feelings, definitely writing them down really helps. I find it helpful just because when you put something on paper, you have to figure out how you're gonna say it. And in order to figure out how you say it, you have to figure out what you really think and what you really feel. So writing, I think, is a great way to process. Like when I was reading your letters last week, it just seemed like you guys had so many thoughts and opinions and feelings to get off your chest. And like I hope that that was beneficial for you. I know I really enjoyed writing mine. And I definitely feel like I got a lot off my chest. So I recommend like keeping a journal or something. You can do it on paper or put it in the notes app in your phone, but I recommend. Another recommendation I have is to make sure you get some fresh air, even if that means you're just sitting on your front step or sitting next to a window and breathing in the fresh air. Like, just research shows that it's good for your mental health. And you know, you can't be around other people. That doesn't mean you can't be outside. You can still go in your own yard if you have one. You could still take a walk or take your dog for a walk or go for a bike ride. Just stay 6 feet away from other people. Make sure you have your parents' permission. You know, just take all necessary safety precautions. But like, I'm getting a lot of outdoors time. You know, I go hiking or walking by myself, and I definitely feel like I definitely feel like I'm doing a lot better than I would if I was just cooped up in the house. And kind of along that line, make sure that you're moving your body and getting exercise. Like, you might not be able to get as good of exercise as you feel like you would have gotten, but it's still important to try to get some exercise. Whether that's doing a yoga YouTube video for beginners or having a dance party, or if you have exercise equipment at your house, you can still go for a walk or a run, take your dog for a walk, bike ride. That's all exercise. You know, you could do like squats and lunges and things like that, push-ups, sit-ups. I mean, I just really recommend moving your body, even if you just freaking walk laps around your house. I just really do recommend like trying to move your body. Exercise has like such benefits for our mental health and our emotional health, and it releases endorphins, and endorphins make you feel good. So if you're feeling sad, I recommend, yeah, moving around to release some of those endorphins, and you'll be amazed at how much better you feel. And then my other advice would be to like try new things and keep busy. Now, I want to like preface this by saying that I do not think, like, some people are kind of really, and I don't know if they would do this more for kids, but like for adults, a lot of people have been talking about productivity and saying like, oh, like if you're not using your time to like deep clean your house and like start a new hobby and learn a new thing and start your side business, then like you're just lazy, da 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 da. And like, I don't believe in that. Like, we're in a global pandemic, people are going through a lot. Like, so if you like, if all you can do is like brush your teeth and sit on your phone today, then like don't judge yourself. But like, do I recommend trying to find some like new interesting ways to fill up your time just so you're not like alone with your thoughts too much? Yes, I do, because I know for me, as someone who struggles with anxiety and depression, like I definitely, if I'm alone with my thoughts for too long, it goes to a dark place. So I just really recommend, you know, whether you make a list of movies or shows you want to watch, make a list of new games you want to play on your phone, make a list of books you want to read, you write poetry or write stories, or you set up a FaceTime date with your friends, or you clean your room, or you try baking a new treat, like whatever it is. Highly recommend just trying to like stay busy, keep your mind occupied. And my final and most important piece of advice is to be kind to yourself and be kind to others. This is a really, really hard time for everybody. Everybody's stressed out. You know, I know some of your families might be in a hard situation, like financially, and like whether people are struggling financially or not, I think everybody's struggling emotionally. It causes a lot of anxiety. Being isolated in the house by itself causes depression, you know. So I know a lot of you guys dealt with that stuff already. So I just recommend, like, if you're starting to have bad thoughts, please reach out to someone. Please try to write it down, listen to music that makes you happy, and don't judge yourself. Let yourself feel your feelings, let yourself process. Cry if you need to cry. The stress hormone cortisol is actually released out of your tears, so having a good cry could really help you. If you need to go in your room, scream in your pillow, punch your pillow, you know, I mean, you know, and be there for other people. So be kind to yourself, and then be kind to others, support others, text your friends, check in on them, call them, check in with them, you know. Stuff like that can just really go a long way and make people feel like a lot less alone. Um, and if you're kind of feeling alone, then maybe like that's when you decide to reach out to other people. Because when you're feeling down, like trying to help someone else can really make you feel better. I know it always does for me. And like I've said, please, please, please email me. I know it's like not your normal form of communication. It's not texting or anything, but gotta be professional. But please email me if you're feeling down or you need to talk or anything. Like I'm 100% here for all of you. I care about you so much. I miss you all so badly. And yeah, so be kind, be compassionate, um, take care of yourself, prioritize your self-care and your needs and your family, um, before anything. And I'm here whether you need help with school or you need help with like emotional things, and just need like someone to talk to. So that being said, I love you all. I miss you all so much, and I can't wait to see all of you. I know we're not going back to school this year, but I fully expect to see all of you when we go back in August, and you guys all better stop and visit me or I will call you fake. Don't skip class, but you can still stop by and say hi. But yeah, like I said, love and miss you all. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay weird, stay kind. All right, it's Emil out.